He's been the face of WWE for over a decade. The tribal chief, the head of the table, the big dog. But recently, heartbreaking news shook the wrestling world. Roman Reigns, hospitalized. Fans panicked. Rumors of his death went viral. But what's the real story? Is Roman Reigns alive? And what illness is he fighting? This is the truth behind Roman Reigns' silent battle. For months, something felt off in the WWE universe. Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the tribal chief, the face of WWE, was nowhere to be seen. No entrances, no title defenses, no backstage promos, just silence. The man who once stood tall every week, dominating opponents, leading the Bloodline, shaping storylines, had disappeared without a trace. No announcements, no injuries reported, no tweets, no teases. For fans around the world, it wasn't just unusual. It was terrifying. Where was Roman Reigns? Speculation started to spread like wildfire. Was it burnout? Was he injured and hiding it? Was this all part of a bigger WWE storyline? But the more time passed, the clearer it became. This wasn't part of any show. It wasn't a heel move. It wasn't a break before a surprise return. It wasn't a setup for the next WrestleMania. This was real. Roman Reigns had stepped away from the spotlight, away from the cameras, away from the fans, away from the only ring he had called home for over a decade. And behind the silence was a truth far more painful than anyone had expected. Roman Reigns was sick. A battle. One he didn't share with the world this time. A fight that wasn't booked, staged, or choreographed. A personal war, being fought in hospital rooms, not arenas. And yet, he said nothing. No press conference. No social media statement. No dramatic goodbye. Because Roman Reigns didn't want pity. He didn't want fans to cry for him. He didn't want headlines written about his pain. He wanted one thing only, space to fight, and the strength to survive. And so, the tribal chief vanished. Not to walk away, but to battle something much bigger than any opponent he's ever faced in the ring. Roman's condition worsened in late July. The silence from WWE had become deafening, and suddenly it broke. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. No cameras. No interviews, just emergency responders and worried family members. Insiders, speaking strictly off the record, said Roman was pale, weak, and undergoing a series of intense medical tests. His body wasn't responding well. Whatever he was facing, it was serious. Then the internet lost its mind. A tweet went viral. 3 words that sent millions into panic. Roman Reigns dead. Some claimed he had lost his battle. Others said it was confirmed by close sources. Screenshots flooded Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Headlines started popping up. Newspaper, WWE legend passes away at 40. Newspaper, Roman Reigns gone too soon? Newspaper, the Bloodline era ends in tragedy. The WWE universe was in shock. But let's stop right here and make one thing perfectly clear. That news was 100% false. Roman Reigns is not dead. He's alive. And he's bravely fighting. Yes, he's been struggling. Yes, his health is fragile. But he's still here. Still breathing. Still fighting like a true warrior. The internet may spread rumors, but the truth matters more. Roman didn't fall. He's standing in the face of pain. Privately, quietly, bravely, because that's who he is. Not just the tribal chief inside the ring, but a fighter outside it too. Many fans remember Roman's real-life battle in 2018. He had been diagnosed with leukemia, a blood cancer. Years ago, he went public with it on live TV and stepped away from WWE to undergo treatment. In 2019, he returned stronger than ever, declaring his cancer was in remission. But now, sources say his cancer quietly relapsed in 2025. And this time, it hit harder. Despite the relapse, Roman kept it private. Only family and a few WWE officials knew the truth. He didn't want sympathy. He wanted to fight. While Roman was in the hospital, YouTube channels, blogs, and social media flooded with theories and fake death rumors. Some even edited old footage to create fake tributes. WWE and Roman's family stayed silent, refusing to confirm or deny anything. And that silence only made the rumors worse. But close friends like Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman began posting subtle messages of support. Fans who looked closely could tell something real was happening. August 1st, a WWE insider finally broke the silence. This time with good news. Roman Reigns is still alive, still fighting, and, against all odds, he's responding well to treatment. Chemotherapy is working. Doctors are cautiously optimistic. They say the recovery will take time. But the worst may be behind him. And then came the moment that brought hope back to millions. For the first time in weeks, Roman sat up in his hospital bed. He smiled. He looked at the nurses and doctors who had stood by him and whispered, "Thank you." It wasn't just a smile. It was a message to every fan, every child, every fighter around the world. I'm still here. The tribal chief may not be ready to step back into the ring just yet, but the fight continues, and this time he's winning. Slowly, quietly, powerfully, because Roman Reigns has never needed a title to be a champion. He just proved it. With his heart, Roman Reigns is more than just a wrestler. He's a fighter, a survivor, a father, a role model. He's beaten cancer before, and now, he's doing it again. Right now, he may not be the active face of WWE, but his legacy, it's stronger than ever. In every young wrestler who dreams of main eventing WrestleMania, in every fan battling an illness, feeling broken, tired, lost, Roman's story whispers to them, "You are not alone." And when he returns, and he will return, it won't just be a comeback. It will be a victory of willpower, a triumph of spirit, because the tribal chief was never just a character. He's a symbol of what it means to fight until the very end. So no, Roman Reigns is not dead. He is alive, healing, and stronger than ever in heart. If you're a real fan of the tribal chief, drop a red heart in the comments and say a prayer for his recovery. And remember, heroes don't fall. They rise again. Acknowledge him, not just as a champion, but as a warrior.